and welcome to Turnbuckle TV. I'm your host and voice of PWA, Cornelius Archie, along with my co-host, Timothy Gibbons. Tim?
Archie, doing pretty good. Appreciate you having me back again.
Hey, it's good to have you.
Well, appreciate it. I love being on Turnbuckle TV and getting to come out here and go back and forth with you a little bit.
Good. And I'd love to hear about some sponsors. Tim?
Okay.
What do we got?
PWA would like to welcome and thank Fat Boys Custom Designs from right here in Springfield, Illinois, as our brand new sponsor to PWA. They're located, Archie, right here in Springfield at 812 South Dirksen.
Okay.
So if you got a bike, want to get some t-shirts, get some custom paint done on that bike, that's where you want to go.
That's the place to go.
That's where you want to get it set up at.
That's good.
We want to thank the rest of our sponsors as well, which you know and everybody out there knows is Yanni's Euros from right here in Springfield, Illinois as well. It's also a permanent pre-sale ticket stop.
That's right.
Get your Gold Rush tickets, get a Euro, say hi to John. You can also go into Sticks Unlimited Tattoo Emporium, Archie.
Yes, Sticks as well.
Yeah, what's the matter?
Oh, unfortunately, I haven't got that nose ring.
Okay. Well, they're also a pre-sale ticket stop right here in Springfield where you can get Gold Rush tickets as well. We want to thank Chapardo's right here in Springfield, Blush Boutique and Video, and the Riverton Party Store from Riverton, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a couple ways you can find us as well, Archie.
Yeah.
You can find us at facebook.com/PWA Springfield. Search us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Turnbuckle TV, where you can see us and a couple of guests every now and then.
Exactly.
Or you can search Pinfall Wrestling Association. We also, as we talked last time, Archie, make sure you check out facebook.com/support ADA changes for the American with Disabilities Act. It's kind of a sentimental deal there. Wanted to make sure we help those guys out as well, Archie. So.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Tim. Well, Tim, I did receive a phone call. Yeah, believe it or not, I did receive a phone call from PWA management. It was a short message.
You got a phone call from PWA management.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe.
Really?
Yeah.
You got a letter right here on the show last week.
I got a letter thrown on the floor by a production guy claiming it came from the office of PWA management.
Well, I'm sure it did. But
what was the phone call, Archie?
Well, anyway, the phone call was about the announcement of the Irish Revolution. The Irish Revolution is going to be the second inductee into the PWA Hall of Fame. And this is the whole entire Irish Revolution. The Golden Boy, Mickey McNelson, Seamus McNelson, and the late great Pat McGrory.
The Irish Revolution.
Irish Revolution. Folks, this was a tag team you needed to see. They've won several tag team champions in the past.
Yep.
And they're going to be inducted into the PWA Hall of Fame. Now, not only them, but the Godfather of Wrestling, Rip Mystic, will also be inducted in the class of 2014 Hall of Fame.
That's right.
And you are going to catch that at the Grand Wrestling Spectacle live on May 17th.
From the Goals Indoor Sporting Complex right here in Springfield. You can find that building at 3604 North Peoria Road. May 17th, Archie,
May 17th.
For the Grand Wrestling Spectacle.
It's going to be a great event, and to have those guys inducted into the Hall of Fame, it's going to be great.
Irish Revolution. Wow.
Well, Tim, let's get started with
Sure.
Turnbuckle TV. And we're going to start with last week. That letter you got stated Guy Smith, R-Dub, and the Mississippi Madman in a triple threat match for the PWA Heavyweight title.
Yep.
That's unbelievable. I'm still shocked. And that's going to be for this month's event at Gold Rush.
Hold on. You guys are talking about the triple threat for my championship. You're not going to do that without talking to Guy Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, Guy Smith.
Mr. The Arch, Mr. Gibbons.
Welcome.
Great to be here.
It's great to have the PWA Heavyweight Champion here at the show. We've been waiting a long time for this.
Well, I know it's been a while, and I'm not really one. I'm just not one to talk a lot. I'm not one to really want to get out there and just run my mouth. That's just not me. You know what that is? Because I came from Harley Race School of Wrestling. You know what Harley Race's philosophy is? Shut up and wrestle.
It's pretty simple.
Pretty good.
It's pretty simple. Well, Guy Smith, I have to say, I mean, I know you're the PWA Heavyweight Champion, but triple threat match, not only R-Dub, but the Mississippi Madman.
Yep.
6'7", 450 pounds
Yep.
of pure madness. I don't see how you're gonna be able to do this.
You don't see how I'm gonna be able to do this?
I don't.
You don't see how I'm gonna see, and that's the thing. You don't see how I'm gonna be able to do this because you could never do this. Now I don't mean that as a slam, okay? But I'm zero hype Guy Smith. Okay. You want to list off the Madman's 7 foot whatever and 400 and some odd pounds. You know what? I know all of that. That's why I made the challenge for Madman to come here. Okay. I stepped out. I found someone who wasn't just going to be, another great match, another great performer to finally get his shot. I went out there and find a mountain that I could chop down with the edge of my hand. Okay? I don't want people to say, oh, Guy Smith won another great match. I want people to say Guy Smith fell a giant. He is the real deal. He is zero hype. He is the PWA Heavyweight Champion. That's what I'm about.
Well, have it your way, but I mean, I just don't see, exactly. He's huge. This guy's huge, and not only is he there, but you also have R-Dub. I mean, there's a chance that R-Dub could try to pin Madman, or Madman could try to pin R-Dub, and you could lose your title without even.
Well, on that fact, you're right. The triple threat. I mean, there's always the roll of the dice because I don't have to be pinned to lose.
You don't.
No.
But you know what? I don't have to worry about R-Dub. I mean, he snaked his way in there. For whatever reason, Sage Ramsey has just decided to make this his guy. Okay. Now I understand that Sage Ramsey is the GM. He wants a champion that he can control, and I'll never be under the thumb of any general manager. Okay. But the simple fact is, when it comes right down to it, I'm the real deal. Okay. I'm not looking for the easy way out. I'm not looking for the easy fights. I don't care what the odds are. I'm going to come out on top.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Oh, I don't need luck, Arch. Okay. Did you listen to anything I just said?
I did.
Okay. I wouldn't have stepped in. I wouldn't be the PWA Heavyweight Champion right now if I needed luck. Okay. I'm the real deal. I do my talking in that ring, and I do it in a loud way.
Well, I want to play a little bit of a word association with you guys, Smith, since we have you here today.
Okay, since I'm here, I'll play your word association.
So I'll say a word, and you tell me what you think.
Okay.
I want to start off with your last title run.
My last title run, meaning before R-Dub stole it from me.
Fair enough.
Okay. See, I don't really. I mean, I know in the record books it'll always go down. R-Dub defeated Guy Smith for PWA Championship. In my mind, this is the same title run. Okay? I know when I get announced, they're always going to say 2-time PWA Heavyweight Champion Guy Smith. In my mind, I'm a 1-time champ. Okay? R-Dub came out, stole it from me after I had already had a knockdown, drag-out fight with Tom Arson. Okay? I then faced him the next month, and he had all kinds of shenanigans. He had to call in the backup and the Disrespecticons. He had to call in Sage Ramsey. Had to get personally involved, and they stole that match from me. And then the following time I got him in the ring, the very next time, I got the belt back. Now the history books are going to reflect what the history books are going to reflect. In the long run, my legacy is just going to consider that a speed bump.
Well, considering that we're still talking about the title and you want to call it a speed bump, then I want to play the word association game and R-Dub.
Speed bump.
Fair
We
enough.
covered that. Okay, R-Dub was this little measly paper champion who stepped into the ring with the big boys just because he thought he could box and got knocked down. Okay, and not only did he get knocked down, he got embarrassed, he got out wrestled, he got out performed. I mean, R-Dub just didn't measure up on any count of the fact.
Well, I got one for you. Who was a personal friend of mine until now, Sage Ramsey.
Sage Ramsey, okay? He's the boss. He's the general manager, okay? He was appointed, I don't know whose butt he kissed. I don't know who he sucked up to. I don't know whose cousin, his brother's sister's best friend that is married to somebody on the board who got him put in charge. All I know is that Sage Ramsey is running wild. You know what? He's going to run wild. I've dealt with authority figures like him before. I mean, that power, it goes to their head. And that's all there is to it. Until somebody at PWA administration wants to step up and do the right thing, I mean, I'm just going to have to weather that storm as the PWA Heavyweight Champion.
PWA Authority, yeah. We all know about that one, huh, Archie? Well, Guy, I've got to ask, because everybody out there knows, I mean, as well as you do, Mississippi Madman.
That's a good one.
Well, first word that comes to mind when you say Mississippi Madman is challenge. Second word that comes to mind is glory. Okay? And there is no glory without challenge. And it's not that I'm here for the glory. It's not that I'm here for the bright lights and the pretty women. I mean, I'm married. I'm here to solidify my legacy. Okay? And my legacy is not going to be one of taking the easy fights, taking the easy way out. You know, Madman is this huge, huge mountain to overcome. And you know what? When I look at him, when I look at that mountain, I'm not intimidated. I'm excited. You know, I get that butterflies in the stomach. Not because I could lose, because I could win.
So I see that you have a lot of respect for Madman, it looks like. So
I've got tons of respect for Madman. I wouldn't have chosen him if I didn't have respect for Madman. He's been a force in Central Illinois wrestling for a long time. But you know what? So is Guy Smith. Okay? And I think it's time that those two forces settled it out.
all right. And speaking about respect, how about this one for Word Association? He's being inducted to the 2014 Hall of Fame. You've had several rivals with this gentleman, Rip Mystic.
Rip Mystic. Rivalries aside, personal issues and relationships aside, Rip Mystic, there's no one who deserves to be in the PWA Hall of Fame more than Rip Mystic, and that's really all that can be said about him.
Now, how about the PWA World Heavyweight Championship?
Well, when you say PWA World Heavyweight Championship, there's only one thing that comes to mind, and it comes to my mind instantly, and I would expect it comes to your guys' minds instantly as well. Guy Smith. Zero hype.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see as well.
So, well, Guy, I kind of want to ask you a couple other things here, if we're not taking too much of your time.
No. I'm here for the night. So.
I kind of wanted to get your thoughts and everything on the PWA regional title and the crop of young guys that are climbing that ladder after you.
There's a lot of feelings I have about that. In particular, the regional title is a great title to showcase these young guys. It's a great opportunity, all these guys are hungry. All of them are out there looking for that opportunity to showcase themselves, and I can't think of a better way to do it than by winning the regional title. Blake Steele held that belt, and now he's a guy that's going to be nipping at my heels, probably sooner than later. Periwinkle is holding it right now. He's a great young prospect. He's new, he's fresh, he's hungry, he's got a lot of attitude, and as you guys know, I like attitude. So, who else do we got chasing that?
Oh, you got Brian Ely.
Brian Ely. He's always on the chase. Brian Ely is a guy now who has been on that chase for a long time. Okay, now he won it. He took it off Blake Steele, right? Great opportunity for Brian Ely. You see, now he's Periwinkle came and took it from him. He's going to try and get it back. It's a great opportunity for two young talents. That's what this business is built on. You got guys like me up at the top slugging it out. Okay, guys that are established, guys looking for that big fight. Okay, and then the very next, that foundation is built on the hungry guys who want to get to where I'm at. Okay, and that's what you're going to see. Brian Ely versus Periwinkle. You got two of the youngest, well, not two of the youngest, but two of the hungriest young guys that are climbing that ladder. So, that might be one that I might just, take a peek at from the back to see what happens.
I know I've got my eye on that match as well.
You didn't have it on the match last time.
Hey, well, man, let's not get into that. What about the young up and comer thriller?
Derek Moss.
Yeah.
Now, okay. We talked about the guys that are the hot new up and comers. Derek Moss. He's a pledge for Sigma Omega Beta, right? Okay. Now, fraternities are known for slipping their guys in places whether they deserve to be that spot or not. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Derek Moss isn't an up-and-comer. I'm not going to sit there and say that he doesn't deserve a spot. I'm just saying Derek Moss has a little ways to go before he proves to me that he's more than just an alumni connection.
Well, would you see the regional title? Are you seeing that this way, where it's literally right underneath of Guy Smith and a World Heavyweight Championship title spot? Are you seeing it kind of close to the rank? How close do you see that regional title nipping your heel? Seriously.
That's a tough question. How do I answer that? Obviously these guys that hold that belt, whoever is the regional championship, right? He has fought his way through a number of qualified competitors, a number of hot contenders to get to where he's at. He didn't just walk in and PWA, even Sage Ramsey, who likes to hand titles to people, nobody walks through that door and gets the regional title handed to him. Right. So I got respect for those guys. The regional belt, am I saying that? Am I going to say that the regional belt butts right up against mine? Yeah, I would say that. Probably anytime somebody wins the regional title, they should come and get a shot at my belt. It's not the way it works. You guys know that.
Yeah.
But, if we're being real honest, if somebody can prove if they fight their way up and they claw and scratch, I know what that clawing and scratching is like, and they win that belt, when they win that belt, they should probably be real hot in line to come after mine.
That's a Yep. That'll answer my question. I don't have any other thing on that one.
Let's talk about the tag team division.
Tag team division. Tag team wrestling, something I know a little bit about.
Yeah. You've done some tag team wrestling yourself.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Solution. We'll start with that.
The Solution, I mean, what can you say? I mean, tough as nails. They're brawlers. They're fighters. You know, I mean, who stood up to them? Not too many guys. You know, I mean, they had some bad luck. I know the exact kind of bad luck that they've had. And I mean, Sage Ramsey, a long-time friend of theirs. I didn't even like Sage Ramsey, and he turned on me. A long-time friend of the Solution, right? And
family.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he was the Solution, wasn't he? I mean, it was like there's three of them, like the Freebirds.
Yeah.
And now he's got the Disrespecticons, and they're doing that. And I know the Solution are hungry to get those titles back. They're probably hungry to get revenge too, and sometimes that can work against you. I kind of already covered that with Derek Moss. You know, I mean, you got Derek Moss and you got Slitchy, and you know, I just come back to I know Toga Steve, who was a great. I've known Toga Steve for a long time. Great guy. Was once a great competitor in the ring. Okay, and I know he's trying to help them guys and trying to bring them along and show them a better way. I just don't know that they've got. I just don't know that they've got the guts to get it done. You know, so I mean, I'm not gonna say that they're not future tag team champions, and I'm not gonna say. I'm saying there's a lot to see before they graduate.
So you're saying the SOB doesn't have the it factor as a tag team right now that could.
I'm saying I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
He hasn't seen it.
What about Smash and Flash?
Smash and Flash. What is there to say about Smash and Flash? I mean, two guys who have been doing it, you know, almost as long as I have. I mean, they're I don't want to call them legends, but they're established. You know, they're veterans. They've been there. They've been through wars together, apart, probably against each other at one time or another.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you talked about it factor. You don't know whether or not I know if the SOB has the it factor. Well, Smash and Flash has the it factor coming out of their ears. Okay, they might have. In fact, I might go so far as to say that they might have a little more it factor than they have wrestling ability, and they're not lacking in that position either.
What about the you know these two guys pretty well, fortunately, and that is the Disrespecticons.
The PWA Tag Team Champions.
PWA Tag Team Champions, and Sage Ramsey's boys. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I made the mistaken statement earlier that nobody just walks in and gets a title handed to them. Well, let's talk about Scotty Cash, who just frickin' walked in and had a title handed to him by Sage Ramsey.
You're 100% correct there.
Okay, now, John Magnus, he's a big, tough guy, but I've proven personally that John Magnus is not necessarily on that top echelon. Okay, now he drops down, he goes and he shakes hands and you know, kisses the devil on the cheek and joins Sage Ramsey and the Disrespecticons. I mean, I got no respect for those guys. You know, at one time I might have had respect for both of them. I mean, because you know, Scotty Cash has been around. He was around in the beginning when I got started. He's around for a long time. I've had wars with Scotty Cash. I did respect Scotty Cash at one time. I don't know if the way he's going right now is exactly one that deserves that respect.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
March 29th, Gold Rush, folks. Get your tickets now. It's important you get them. Pre-sale ticket spots. Tim will talk about those again here in a moment. But run down. All the titles will be on the line. The PWA regional title will be on the line, as Perry Winkle will defend that title against Brian Ely. The tag team titles also will be on the line. The Disrespecticons, the PWA Tag Team Champions, will defend against the Solution. Solution's been waiting a long time.
5 months.
5 months.
Making.
That's a long time for that rematch.
Yes, it is.
And also, of course, we just talked about the PWA Heavyweight Championship on the line in a 3-way dance. R-Dub, our champion right here, Zero Hype Guy Smith, and 6'5", 450 pounds, folks, the Mississippi Madman. Triple threat match for the PWA Heavyweight title.
He told us he's going to make Springfield his house.
Not worried about that. This is the, you know what? Springfield is the house that Guy built. And Mississippi Madman is not moving in anytime soon. He can stay the night on my couch. But you better leave the suitcases in the garage.
Well, folks, if you want to see this action, and if you want to get your tickets right now, Tim, what do they have to do?
You need to go to Yanni's Euros right here in Springfield. Get a Euro, say hi to John, get your PWA Gold Rush tickets, or you can go to Styx Unlimited Tattoo Emporium and get a pre-sale ticket for Gold Rush, some ink, possibly a piercing, which I noticed you have not done. And last show, we had 3 weeks, Archie.
Okay, well, I still got a week, don't I?
1 week.
Okay.
And it's Gold Rush. And what was it that we talked about? You get the ring.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those.
I understand that, but I was saving you there about, Madman, you just going and running away. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Get your pre-sale tickets, guys. March 29th for Gold Rush. It's going to be a hot show. I mean, Guy Smith will tell you.
I'm going to be there.
I mean,
It doesn't get any hotter than that.
Mississippi Madman.
Are you saying the Madman's hotter than me?
I didn't say he was hotter than you. I just said he was way bigger than you.
Way bigger than me. Let me tell you something, okay? And let me tell everybody out there watching, just right now, real quick, okay? Yeah, the Madman's coming. Yeah, R-Dub's going to be there. But you know what? R-Dub's a punk who's not on my level. And Madman, size doesn't matter, okay? And you can look right here in the eyes of Guy Smith, the PWA Heavyweight Champion, and you got a big mountain to chop down. As big a mountain as I got to scale, okay? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take my leave now. You guys finish your little show. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you. Thanks for coming, Guy Smith. You tried to do that.
I didn't do anything. I was just talking.
Everything was going
He called him a mountain. I didn't. Anyway, March 29th, Gold Rush, Archie.
That's right.
Zero Hype Guy Smith defends that title in a 3-way dance. Madman and R-Dub.
I can't wait. That's going to be a heck of a match. A triple threat with those guys. And like I told Guy Smith, he doesn't have to be pinned to lose that title.
No, he doesn't.
So
the only thing, in reality, the only thing Guy Smith really has in his favor, if you really think about it, is if for some reason, somehow, there's a count out. It's the only way, besides a pin or submission, that Guy Smith performs, that he's going to keep that title and not have to worry about R-Dub or the Madman. Yeah. Getting a pin or submission on one of those guys and losing that title. I mean, so regardless, it's going to be a knockdown, drag out fight between three great competitors in the ring. So I don't think it's really going to matter which way it goes.
Exactly.
So
I can't wait.
I mean, regional title on the line again. Brian Ely, Periwinkle.
That's going to be a great match.
Solution gets their rematch finally against the disrespected Cons and possibly get their hands around Sage Ramsey's neck. But I think Guy Smith said it best. Sometimes revenge gets the better of you without staying focused on what you're really there for. So let's hope that don't happen.
I'm still behind the Solution. I think they're going to do it.
Okay.
I think they can pull it off.
All right. Well, Archie, again, your pre-sale ticket stop, Yanni's, Styx. We also want to thank the rest of our sponsors out there. The Riverton Party Store from Riverton, Illinois, Blush Boutique and Video, Chapardos, and we also want to thank our brand new sponsor one more time, and that is Fat Boys Custom Designs here in Springfield. Again, it's where you can get some great looking t-shirts, custom designs on your motorcycle and stuff like that as well.
Good.
And I think that you had some other things you kind of wanted to...
Yeah. The Grand Wrestling Spectacle. May 17th. Already announced, Rip Mystic will be inducted into the 2014 Hall of Fame. And also, just announced today, the Irish Revolution. Mickey McNelson, Seamus McNelson, and the late Pat McGroin. All those gentlemen will be inducted into the 2014 Hall of Fame at the Grand Wrestling Spectacle. It's gonna be an amazing event.
I can't wait, honestly. I mean, I get to see one of the founding fathers of professional wrestling of Springfield, Illinois, Central Illinois even, in Rip Mystic, returning to PWA, accepting a Hall of Fame induction. On top of the Irish Revolution, which...
What a tag team they were. I mean, these guys have won several tag team championships in the past. And I mean, they've wrestled all over Central Illinois.
And what a better way to bring them in on St. Patty's Day, making that announcement.
Yeah, today is St. Patty's Day and the Irish Revolution.
Yeah, how about that one? What was that for?
Where's your green?
Where's your green? That's right.
We're not going to talk about it.
Uh-huh. Let me guess. You stopped by one of our sponsors and got something in green, didn't you?
It wasn't a nose ring.
Apparently not.
But anyway, folks, check us out on Facebook.com/PWA Springfield. Make sure you like us on Facebook there. Or you can search us on YouTube by searching Pinfall Wrestling Association and also Turnbuckle TV. And the last one?
Facebook.com, support ADA changes for the American with Disabilities Act. It's a good friend of mine. It's a great, great group. Show the support, share your stories, get it all out there and everything else. Archie, again, man, thanks for having me on Turnbuckle TV. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. It was good to have you. March 29th. JC Center right here in Springfield. Get your tickets while you can. We'll see you. We'll see you there.